it's hot outside. I wanna just chill with you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now a carry here for the fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, Washington. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Danny Nicholas from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first, here's Washington. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Throwing now is Carr. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
All right, here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They'll run here with Hunt. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Green, 39.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They run again with Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. In motion left is Wilson. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr forced out to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Now let's go. 3, Leopard. Detroit, gone. Here we go now. Blue landing.
In motion right is Wilson. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And he stopped immediately there. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. A swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. In motion, Hill. Now they send a man in motion right. They run for it with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. A first update now out of Jacksonville. A toss running left. That's Hunt, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Right back to Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority. Still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Carr gives it off to Washington, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Carr. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here. Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
In motion, Hill.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mahomes now to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The play clock's running down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars that have scored to grab the lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To throw, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To the ground, this time Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Here's Carr. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar.
Boy, oh boy, how close were they to getting themselves a lead. That couldn't have missed by much. It definitely had the accuracy. It just sort of ran out of steam right at the end. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here's Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They run with Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And some space here. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This is Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, it's Hunt down to the 25. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try to counter with Washington. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. Got some real estate inside the 30. He cuts it middle, and he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, 44 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chiefs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. In motion right is Wilson. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville, and it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Oh, fighting off the defender. Now he's flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Back there, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. No. Back there, Philly, here we go. Leopard.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Raiders, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.